Bonus video, bitches! In reverse. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Timmy G's Doing Challenge Stuff somehow. And stuff. I was challenged by Zach Freeze, who was challenged by Hate My Name to do this Halloween Q&A challenge. So you've probably already seen it, but you ain't seen me do it, yo. I'm already blazed from the video earlier, but you know, we gonna get through this, man. We gonna get through this, dude. So basically, you have to answer several different questions, and then you know how these things work, and then you challenge somebody else. So I got them all pulled up on my iPads, and yeah, let's take a couple tokes and then let's answer some questions. Oh, by the way, there's probably not gonna be any or little, if any, outtakes and shit at the end of this video, because I'm just kind of stoned and jumping in and, you know, doing the challenge. So let's do a challenge, yo. Let's do a challenge after we smoke a little bit of challenge. So we're smoking on Venus OG flower. It's too late at night to pack up another dab. I would, but you know, it's like, shit, it's after 9 o'clock, so cheers. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh, baby. But we got a witch's hat packed too, so you know, I'm smoking off of multiple pieces tonight for whatever reason. And I still haven't smoked any flower out of this one, but I got a few fat dabs out of it in the previous video where we unboxed this. I'm still kind of disappointed. I like the piece, but you know, it's not really a Halloween piece, you know? I was looking forward to another Halloween piece, and it's not really a Halloween piece. But, you know, it's still a nice piece. So, but let's take another witchy hit. Ooh, oh yeah, we did dabs out of this in the first video. So now you actually see it being used with flour. So let's zoom in with the flour. We're gonna zoom in and let you see me hit the flour. Oh baby, I don't know like if it really matters, but you know, I do like this little piece, man. It's fucking awesome. Oh, get over there, head boy. You're in the wrong goddamn place. Like that shit. God damn, yo. There's an election going on in there, and I'm in here smoking weed. Making bitches. The first question is favorite scary place. This is gonna have to be a tie-up because they're both in my hometown. Because you know, when you say favorite scary place, I'm thinking places that I've actually been, and I've definitely been to both. Because the first one is the Selma house in Stanton, which was literally not even an entire block up the street from me. It was on the next block, but it was like halfway up the block. And when you step out in the middle of the road and look straight up the road, it's like boom, right there, dead in your vision. And this place was either a hospital or an inn around the Civil War. And I've kind of heard conflicting history about that, but the legend is a Confederate soldier died or fell and hit his head and died in the house, and then the ghost continues to haunt the house. And I went to school with one of the kids that actually lived in the house, and I went in there a few times, and it was you know, I don't know, I mean, I really didn't witness anything, but there was definitely a weird vibe around that place. But you know, I say it's a scary place just because most people think of it as being scary. The locals call it the ghost house. But, for me, it's a favorite scary place in the sense that, that's where I grew up. That was my childhood, right down from it. And so, that's why I have to tie it in with the second place, because the second place actually is a little bit more creepy and scary, which is Montgomery Hall Park. More specifically, they might have torn through some of the woods now, but the woods in Montgomery Hall Park is a scary fucking place, especially if you go at night. That saying, and beware the woods at night, beware the fucking woods at night. I swear to God, that place is crazy. You would go there like during the summertime, and there would be a sea of crows across the top of those woods. And oh my Jesus, when you go back there during the daylight, it like just feels weird. Like it's hard to explain, but it's a feeling back there that, in the daylight, when the nights, when the sun goes down and, you're back in those woods, it's fucking, it's creepy, yo. It's creepalicious. That shit is creepalicious, for real. And by the way, that was supposedly a man, the house that's in Montgomery Hall Park, like right next to the woods, supposedly was a man murdered I think he murdered his wife and then he killed himself or something like that in the house. And, there's also a lot of rumors about people that dumped bodies and stuff back there, but I don't know the history enough to know, how much of that is secondhand bullshitting and how much of it is actually true. I'd have to actually research that to find out, but it's definitely a fucking creepy place. And favorite scary movie, that's another one that I have to like kind of put in separate categories, because like if it's scary, the movie that scared me the most in my entire life, I mean, it doesn't scare me now, but like no movies scare me now. It's just not happening. I still love my horror movies, obviously, but nothing scares me now. So the scariest one, in my personal opinion, was Poltergeist. And not just the first one, the second one and the third one. I think they progressively got less scary a little bit, but I don't know. Poltergeist 2 was, if it's behind the first movie in scare or creepy, whatever you want to call it, baby, it's not far behind, for real. Oh, Mr. Kane in that movie, man, was just, God is in his holy temple. God is in his holy fucking temple. But this movie was not scary in really any way, shape, or form, but I fucking loved it, was The Keep. I mean, most people would consider The Keep more of a science fiction movie, and it was, but it was also a horror movie and meant to be creepy and scary. In the book, it was actually a vampire, and, the book is a lot different than the movie, but I fucking love the movie too. It's just something that always sticks out in my mind since the first time I saw it. And I also have to just mention that, again, not really that scary to me anyway, but, and I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of hate mail probably for this right now, man, but the fucking Babadook. The Babadook is one of the greatest horror stories of the modern era. And I don't care what any hater says. Yeah, they couldn't get past the kid. The kid was really annoying, but the kid was supposed to be annoying. And the fact that it's not even about some paranormal scary monster that's, all just subtext and shit, or whatever you want to call it. The Babadook is very much a movie about the demons within as you battle with fucking grief, and it's a beautifully told story. And the fact that the kid drove so many people to hate the movie, is really testament to how well he played his performance, because that's part of the storytelling. You build up sympathy for the mom, and then when the mom starts flipping out, you understand where she's at, but you're also like, wait a minute. But yeah, I guess that doesn't really fit the scary thing, but I had to say it. I said what I said. Favorite scary pop figure. Well, none of the pop figures are scary, but I don't know. I'm not really that big on the pop figures. I like some of them, but they're, a lot of them are just kind of meh to me, So I'm not huge on the pop figures, but one that I don't want to take her down because he might fall over, but I've got Greta back here, the from the Gremlins, and the Greta pop is awesome. Maybe I'll take a picture after I finish shooting the video, and then I'll put the picture in the right there, man, right there. Look at it. Just look at it. So I realized favorite pop scary figure, whatever, could be construed to be like a popular character or something. So I'm gonna actually name 4. I'm gonna say Jason Voorhees first and foremost, just because I grew up on Jason 100%. But I also want to mention Elvira, Lily Monster, and Morticia, because they're all beautiful, creepy ladies, and I like some beautiful, creepy ladies, baby. Oh, yeah. Biggest fear is easily having to sit through another Twilight movie or another episode of Charmed. It's just wrong, But not really, but that does suck. No, my biggest fear is gotta be heights, and falling. I just like, I can't even put fucking words on it. It's terrifying, And to this very day, I ain't riding in no motherfucking plane. You can keep your motherfucking plane rides. I'm not going, baby. I'll take a boat. That, and I'm also afraid of like running out of weed, or, losing weed. Alright, what do we got next here? Favorite Halloween candy? Is that really even like a question? It's Reese Cups. There is no better Halloween candy. It's Reese Cups. That's like, story shut. Unfortunately, my doctor doesn't agree with me, but fucking Reese Cups are the shit, man. There is nothing better than Reese Cups. When I save up my ABV to make Magic Pie, I make Hershey's chocolate and Reese's peanut butter Magic Pie. And that shit is fucking delicious, man. And yeah, it's great. It's great. Whoa, that got a little away from me. I'll turn into Howard Dean over here and shit. And woo. Favorite Halloween costume? I'm going to assume that favorite Halloween costume that I or somebody else I've been with have worn. And honestly, my favorite Halloween costume was my own. But my favorite Halloween costume was created by my dad, who made me maybe I'll put the picture of that up here too. Why not? Because I got a picture. It's on one side is my brother Dave, and on the other side is my cousin Larry. We hanging out. I was like, I don't know, I was maybe like 7 or 8 or something in that picture. I think I was a youngin', yo. I was a youngin' once upon a time. Believe it or not, true story. I was a youngin', but I was a mailbox. I was just that year. I didn't know what I wanted to be for Halloween, and like we were riding down by the post office one night, and I looked at the mailbox. I said, "I'll be a mailbox." Just why the fuck not? I'll be a mailbox, and not even thinking about how would I be a mailbox. And I told my dad, and he went and he made me a cardboard mailbox to wear. No bullshit. Painted it up, drew the fucking pickup times on the little top of it, like under my head and shit, under my neck. And it was fucking gravy, man. That costume was fucking gravy. I won most creative costume, obviously, because who the fuck else has been a mailbox? It's just me. I'm the only mailbox in the world. Favorite haunted house or attraction? To be perfectly honest, I haven't been to a whole lot. But there are two things that stick out in my mind. One was Dark Castle, I think, was at Busch Gardens. And like, I wouldn't do most of the roller coasters and shit. That is just way too much for me. And I tried the Dark Castle because it was indoor and they said it was going to be a 3D experience. I was like, all right, that sounds cool. And the Dark Castle was absolutely fucking amazing. Had you rolling down this track, and like, I don't even know if we were actually moving like around or not, but it felt like we were. But you couldn't really see shit except for all these 3D things that they're projecting on you, and like it does this whole big story and then sends you like crashing down through the floor of the house, and it's just was fucking great. But again, different categories, because the Darkwood Manor haunted house walkthrough that they do in Luray, Virginia every year is fucking amazing. I went there one year, was, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago or something like that, and it was really something else. It was, the characters were allowed, the actors were allowed to ad lib. I had the girl that I was with was being like pulled at, not really touching her, but like pulling at her, was like a little young boy. I don't know, he couldn't have been any older than like maybe, I'm gonna say maybe 9 or 10. And he's like reaching up out of the table, and he's like, she was dressed as a nurse, and he's like, "You're a nurse, you can't let him do this." And like, it was fucking great, man. And the guy we got toward the end, and the dude that was like playing, I don't know, like the gatekeeper or whatever, letting us into the last portion of the house, was like commenting about my face paint and shit, because I had like upside down crosses next to upside right crosses and a little pentagram in the top of my head and shit. I was fucking crazy makeup. Maybe I'll put that shit up here too. But Darkwood Manor was amazing. Absolutely, I cannot recommend Darkwood Manor enough. Favorite Halloween decoration? Well, if it's decorations that I've got up now, I mean, I sort of have decorations up like year round. Like, I got a witch like right behind the camera that, I don't know, she might be one of my favorites, just because, I mean, she's not like really life size, but she's big. She's one of those big like cardboard paper things that you hang on the walls that have like the little bolt arms that swing out and shit, And I guess I'll take a picture of her too and put it up here. I gotta remember to take all these fucking pictures. But that's probably my favorite decoration right now, which is weird because I've got all kinds of decorations, like my Mars Attacks 3D poster we unboxed a couple months ago, and these little Cool Cat and Funhouse Devil and Mad Bride, and you know those. What was the name of the company? Retro A Go Go. Retro A Go Go. That's the name of the company that makes these things. Those things are fucking rad too. Do I believe in ghosts? Well, buckle up, Buttercup. This is the thing. I know that paranormal phenomena exists because I've witnessed it. And it's not just part of my condition or anything like that. Yes, I do suffer from post-traumatic stress, and I am brain damaged. But I've seen it. You know, you can't tell me it's not there because I've seen it. It's not a hallucination. I've had hallucinations, and that's not a hallucination. You know, it's hard to make people, it's hard to express that sometimes, but I've got a very good, the hallucinations that I have had, I've got a very good grasp on what's real and what's not. And that phenomena was real. And the fact that, well, we'll just say shitloads of people, we got a shitload of people around the world that have witnessed some type of paranormal phenomena, and you can't just say that they're all crazy or that they're all making something up for whatever attention or whatever. You can't discredit all of them when there's that many examples of it, people testifying about it, but this is where you gotta buckle up, because I don't know that it's ghosts. That's like we as human beings tend to want to explain everything that we don't understand, and we have a very radical tendency to jump to superstitions to explain those things, all throughout the history of man, literally throughout the history of man. And I don't not believe in ghosts, but I don't believe in ghosts either, if that makes sense. I'm sort of agnostic about ghosts because, and I've thought about this a lot over the years, like an unhealthily amount of time I've thought about this. And, maybe there's other explanations that just haven't been reached, clusters of photons. There's just something being projected off of a bend in space-time to another point in time. There's so much, especially in the atomic world, that we don't know, we don't understand, that, I don't think it's fair to automatically assume that it's ghosts. I will say that there's been some evidence of seeming evidence that would, lean towards there being ghosts of some sort, but you've also got a shitload of people on TV and places that are willing to exploit the belief in ghosts to perpetrate ghosts. They do the same thing with aliens too, that they will make up things and present half-truths to argue their points. And Ancient Aliens is fucking famous for that shit. And, a lot of these ghost shows are doing the same shit. So therein lies the problem, because we've got superstition mixed with exploitation, mixed with something that exists within the world that is not currently explained. But I will say that if there's a scientific explanation or some type of anomaly that could explain it, you know, it wouldn't be that hard, I would think, to necessarily figure it out, because if it was true on the earth on a subatomic level, then you would think that it would be true throughout the universe, perhaps even the multiverse. I don't know. I'm gonna jump to the next thing now because I'm in too deep. I am in too fucking deep. My passcode was 12345. And finally, Halloween tradition. That's a pretty easy one too. My favorite Halloween tradition is, honestly, I mean, in retrospect, I kind of want to say, some of the things that we did when I was a kid, but, I was a kid then. So, it's just that's just a nostalgia thing, really. But my real favorite Halloween tradition, honestly, is just my current tradition of sitting up all night Halloween and all night on Hallows and just watch horror movies. That's what I do. I sit up for 2 days straight watching horror movies. That's my tradition, and I fucking love it. Well, I mean, I do other stuff during that time too. Like, I mean, I might take a pee break, or, stop to fix some eggs, or, fix dinner, of course, and, maybe grab some candy, jack off. I mean, no, not really, but, make some dinner, make some popcorn, drink some sodas, and smoke some weed, take some dabs, you know. It's Halloween, baby. That's what we do. And I was super happy to start off this past Halloween with Halloween 3, baby. Do 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 do. Happy happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Stop it! That was such a fun fucking movie. Oh, and I did get started finally on Lovecraft Country. I think I'm like 3 episodes in, but I watched all 3 episodes on Halloween night. I just haven't had a chance to really go back and start watching it again yet. But the fuck, man, Lovecraft Country is fucking nuts. I fucking love it, man. That shit is dope. So that's all the questions, yo. That is all the questions. And you know what? You know who I'm gonna challenge? Joel, I'm calling you out, bro. I'm calling you out, dude. Jolly Puff, that's right. It's your turn, dude. I know it's after Halloween. I'm doing this after Halloween. But, it's always Halloween somewhere, right? It's always Halloween at my house, that's for sure. Oh, apartment, whatever you want to call it. So, let's see that video, Joe, man. Come on, dude. Peer pressure, man. Do it. Do it. I am a fucking nut, yo. I'm nuts. I'm on nuts, baby. I was gonna say, so there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, but we didn't really unbox anything. Well, I guess so. There we have it. That's my answers, and there's my challenge, dudes. What do you think? Feel free to do challenge yourself, man. I nominate everybody else too, man. Do it. Even if you don't got a YouTube channel, man, make one and do it. I challenge you to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Fucking insane tonight, but that's another wave and another ocean, babies. It's all gravy. Let's take a few more hits before we say goodbye, cause I appreciate having y'all come around and shit. Please come around here some more. Ah, yeah. Oh, man. That's how we do right here. So thank you all for tuning in. If you like this, comment, subscribe, and do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, Harold. Do it.